Hi, this is Kamera. My first few minutes with God, day number 255, Ezekiel 46 through 48. Ezekiel is still on this tour of the new temple. The Lord tells Ezekiel about the east gateway of the inner courtyard, that it should be closed 6 days of the week, only open on the Sabbath and during the new moon celebration. God talks about the duty of the princes of Israel, their do's and their don'ts in the temple, and their offerings on the Sabbath. He also talks about their entrance and exits through the gateway. He talks about their gifts of land versus to their servants versus their sons. For instance, if they give a gift of lands to their sons, it stays in the family, that's fine. But if you give a gift to the servants have to return it during the time of Jubilee. Interesting, right? But there are other folks who come in to the through a gateway. They have to enter a certain way, leave out a different. They go through the gateway to worship. Ezekiel is taken to the sacred rooms assigned to the priests, and he told how the priest should treat those offerings in those rooms. He's also shown the kitchens and told how they should be used by the temple assistants to boil their sacrifice offerings by the people. Ezekiel then taken to the entrance of the temple, where he's shown a flowing river beneath the door of the temple. And so the man with the measuring tape rod, he is measuring this stream. And so the man, leads Ezekiel in the midst of that stream to a certain point. Then he takes him back. But as they get back to the shoreline, Ezekiel is surprised by the many trees on both sides of the stream, of the riverbanks. And so the man, he talks to Ezekiel about the stream, the flowing river. He talks to him about the trees, their purpose, their uniqueness. So it's pretty interesting how unique these and special the stream and the river, the trees are. The Lord tells Ezekiel the division of the lands for the children of Israel. We read this earlier on when they first got their allotment of lands. He talks to Ezekiel at this point. He tells him what the territory of the Israelites are, and then he's told how to divide the land among the 12 tribes of Israel. And he lets him know that Joseph's tribes, his descendants, get to share per their original promise. Isn't that something? So everyone else get an equal share of the lands, and he tells them what their boundaries are. Isn't that something? So he has to do all that stuff again when the Israelites come back to Israel. And yeah, distribution of the lands. Now Ezekiel also is told that the when the foreigners come, the ones who come along with the children of Israel, and they decide to join the children of Israel and raise their children, the children of Israel, he's told how to deal with them and their allotment of land as well. God tells Ezekiel what each tribe is allotted and what areas are set apart for the Lord's temple. Also, the ordained priests, they get a portion of not the allotted lands. Remember, God is their allotment. They get a portion of God's, a portion of the lands, just a separated portion. And these ordained priests, they come from the family of Zadok, the descendants of Zadok, who were faithful to God. And they point that out again. These are the ones who were faithful to God and did not go astray. Isn't that something, to be the only family who does not go astray? And you guys know it can be tough to stand firm in your faith in God. Isn't that something? The other Levites, they get a certain portion too, but it was equal to what all the other Levites, they shared that same portion, equal portion as the priest did. So There you have it. They had a larger portion to deal with than all the other Levites. They had to share a certain portion. So then they talk about the exits to the city from the Levite section. The gates, they were named after the tribes of certain tribes of Israel. And so they're measured, and they talk about the distance of those exits to the city. But there you have it, guys. That's day number 255, Ezekiel chapter 46 through 48. You have a God-filled blessed day.